The Modi government is looking at a formation of a holding company. In fact, remember, this was a proposal that was put on the table back in 2017 and 18. However, it was put in cold storage. We're given to understand that the issue of a holding company for public sector enterprises is back on the table. And even as the Modi government is working on a broader privatization policy, sources tell us in ET now that the formation of a holding company for PSUs is an issue that is being looked at very carefully. Sources tell ET now that the Department of Investment and Public Asset Management, along with the Economic Affairs Department as well as market regulator SEBI, are actively discussing the possibility of offloading a stake in over 2 dozen companies, including banks, into a holding company. And this is going to meet the twin objectives. One, of course, is raising funds from the market. The second is to meet the minimum public shareholding norms. And the third is to ensure better corporate governance. While the structure of a holding company is still something that is being worked on, is being talked about, we're given to understand that Department of Economic Affairs has suggested that this holding company should be a professionally run company. Remember, currently we do have a separate entity called SUTI as well. However, it is mostly government run. We're now looking at this holding company that can have stocks and companies from important sectors such as defense, finance as well. In fact, we're given to understand that the idea behind this, of course, is the fact that every time for an OFS for about 15 to 20 companies, you cannot go to the market. It's a very time-consuming process. So why not have a holding company that will not only help in reducing and getting the minimum public shareholding norms as well, but also help the government in raising money. As I said, we're given to understand sectors such as finance, defense, energy would be key in this holding company. Defense stocks like HAL and BEL, especially after the government's recent reforms, have done exceptionally well. So much so that the government is actively considering that based on the high valuations for these companies and the fact that there is high shareholding that the government has in these companies as well, the government can look at a holding company structure, can also include banks in this holding company as well. As I said, over 2 dozen companies are yet to meet SEBI's minimum public shareholding norms. Remember, market regulator SEBI had said that all listing companies have to maintain a minimum 25% public float. However, the regulator, on account of COVID-19, had advised the exchanges to not take any penal action and had given some sort of a leeway to companies that were looking to meet the minimum public shareholding norms. As I said, DIPAM will be in conversation with market regulator SEBI on the same, and once they finalize the structure along with the privatization policy that is already in works, that is already in motion, the government is also talking about a holding company structure for public sector enterprises as well. Of course, the idea needs the blessings of the Prime Minister's office as well.